Alright guys, so in this video we're checking out the Eachine F4U Corsair. It's a little micro brushed airplane. So we're doing some airplanes for the first time in a while on the channel. It comes ready to fly. Mine came with 2 batteries, also comes in the 3 battery version. You do get a charger and a USB charger for the batteries and also a spare prop. And this prop is one of those like I guess it comes off, it pops off pretty easily. You can put it back on pretty easily. So you do get the remote as well. And if this stuff looks familiar, I have reviewed the P51 Mustang, also from Eachine, and I believe these are rebrands of Volantix airplanes. I reviewed that several months ago, and so this is the second in the series. I think the Trojan is the third one. It's not out yet. I'll probably have that one later. But if you want to see the P51 Mustang video, it's very similar. In fact, it's almost exactly the same as this one, just a different plane, same remote. I'll link that video down in the description. But yeah, you do get the remote here as well. This one has 3 modes: expert, medium or intermediate, and beginner mode. So you want if you want to start off in the beginner mode, you want to switch all the way towards you. The middle position is intermediate mode, and then the position away is expert mode or no gyro help. There is a 1-button trick button here for aerobatics. I think this is like a loop or roll or something. We'll have to see what that does. There is a U-turn function in here, so turn around. You have to activate that after you power it on and bound everything, but before you activate the throttle. So when you actually turn everything on, you don't activate. You have to actually activate the throttle by going all the way up and down. You can hear some beeps, and I'll show you that in a second. Otherwise, when you first power it on, the throttle doesn't do anything until you activate it. But before you activate the throttle, if you want to use the U-turn function, you have to press this throttle trim up button, and it'll hear a beep. I'll also show you that as well. But you have to make sure that the plane is aimed in the direction that you're going to be taking off towards, because then it'll come straight back 180 degrees. If you activate this and it's in a different direction, then you'll have some unexpected results. You want to turn on the radio within about 5 seconds. Hear a beep. So now we're bound. And you want to check how the control surfaces work here. If you go to the right for the right aileron should go up. Left aileron should go up. Rudder to the right, rudder to the left, elevator up and down. And you're going to get more throw in the middle and expert modes. I'm going to start off in beginner mode, of course. And you'll have the gyro assist, so any unwanted movements by the wind will be counteracted. But in expert mode, you have no gyro assist at all. So if you're an expert pilot, you may not need any gyro assist. I'm a bit rusty, so we'll see. I'm probably going to need some help. And I'm going to go ahead and activate the U-turn function. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this. I'm going to probably take off in that direction over there. So put this down. And I haven't activated the throttle yet, so I'm going to activate the U-turn function, press the throttle trim up. There we go, it's been activated. Here's some beeps, and then the rudder's going to move. So that's been activated. Now we can activate the throttle. And you can see the throttle works. Alright, let's go ahead and take off. So there's almost no wind right now, and so you want to fly these small planes when there's no wind, so otherwise they get pushed around a lot. It's harder to control. So let's go ahead and take off. Oh, very easy takeoff. About half throttle, a little under half throttle. So the turning radius of this in beginner mode is fairly wide, so you're going to need a fairly wide area to fly in. I'm going to try and turn the other way here. So the gyro works really well. It looks super smooth. See if I can come and do a closer pass here. Looks really nice in the air. Again, these calm conditions do help. If it were windy, you know, it might be another story. I'm really rusty. I'm so out of practice. I haven't flown planes in a while. So flying these small planes is actually a bit tougher because they're so small and you kind of sometimes lose orientation. So I'm going to try and keep this one close. Yeah, this is about the max. Let's see here. I'm not using the rudder, so let's see. Get it up a little higher. Yeah, we'll do a aileron and rush, and so even in beginner mode you can get a nice tight turning radius if you add in some rudder, and you have to pull up in the elevator a little bit as well. But you want to be careful you don't lose too much airspeed, you'll stall out. Yeah, almost stalled right there. If you make too sharp of a turn you could possibly stall. Alright, let's try to do a full speed pass. So it's got a little bit of speed for brush motor. Yeah, it's flying remarkably well. You know, a few years ago I was flying, I think it was like a Sport Cub from Hobby Zone, Horizon Hobby, and that was like I think with the rating and everything, it was about $150, maybe $200 at the time. Can't remember now. I think it's like $150 now. I think it was maybe closer to $200 a few years back. They still sell that thing. That was one of my favorite planes. This flies just as well as that, but this thing's a bit faster because it is, I think it's like a warbird. But it's quite a bit less expensive. I think it's, check the pricing in the link below, but maybe around 60 something, I think. Depending on how many batteries you get to. Batteries are pretty cheap, so I would recommend just getting the 3 or 2 battery version. I think this is a good way to learn how to fly, because it does help. The gyro helps you a lot and keeps things stable in the air. It kind of self-levels out. But you can still crash. Oh, here comes some birds. Nice. Let's try and land it here, and I'm going to try and land to the dirt here and to my right. Yeah, there's like the bugs that found me. Oh my god, I'm getting eaten alive. Alright, so I'm going to kind of glide in here. Alright, so if you lose your airspeed, you will stall there. So I'm going to try and come around a little bit here and maintain my airspeed a little bit more. Yeah, you can see it's stalled and the prop popped off, but that's normal. This is expected. It's a prop saver basically. So if that happens, you can just pop it right back on. It's to save the gearbox inside, so it doesn't get damaged. And this is, you know, this is just a little bit of dirt. It's not too hard, but this is totally part of the design, which is great. And then you just pop this back on, and not a problem. So let's see. I'll try and take it off in the dirt here. Well, it pitched down and then the prop popped off again. So there might not be enough elevator trim. Let's see here. So I'm going to actually move it into intermediate mode, and I'm going to pull back all the way on the elevator. Nope. So I think I'm going to be limited to hand launching this guy. Yeah, it's a good thing this thing pops off pretty easily. The prop saver works well. No damage to the prop. And I'll go ahead and take it off in intermediate mode this time. And you can see we have much more control of the plane. I don't think it'll do rolls or anything. Let's see. Climbing. It's just, it won't let you. It doesn't have the elevator authority. Oh, it's just, I think I caught a thermal up there. It's just floating. Alright, let's fly a little bit around here in intermediate mode. Let's see if I can just get it around me. Are you guys dizzy yet? Yeah, I have pretty good control in intermediate as well. It's a little bit more pitch sensitive, with more a little bit more oof. I'm not sure if I'm going to be trying expert mode today, doing any rolls or anything. I am super rusty. But if you guys are out of practice or don't have super good skills, this is not bad. I mean, I haven't crashed it yet, and I haven't flown a plane in many months, so just to give you an idea of what to expect. I'm already feeling a little bit of battery sag. It's at about 10 minutes of flight time on this, but I'm not sure. Wow, it feels like it's flying even faster in intermediate mode. Definitely a little more pitch sensitive, and definitely I'm getting towards the end of the battery here. Right now I'm above half throttle. So I'm gonna stick it back in beginner mode. I think it's just gonna fly. These little guys fly, I think in my opinion, better in beginner mode. If you're a really well-seasoned pilot, I'm sure you're going to be able to fly this fine in expert mode. I just feel like I don't have as much control in intermediate mode. I feel like I have more control in beginner mode. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I feel like I have more control in beginner mode. I think it's because of the way this controller is. And maybe you can tell just from the flying that I'm doing that it does look like I have more control. Yeah, flying really low to the ground now. Yeah, you can get a whole lot closer to me. Oh, this is kind of fun, flying nice and low to the ground. Like, it's really stable. Getting super close. But it's coming out on video. Now, these left-hand turns seem to be easier for me. Oh, I'm definitely getting closer to the end of the battery now. Oh! Okay, I think you guys get the idea. I'm definitely at the end of the battery here. I'm almost at full throttle. Let me know what you guys think. Link down in the description if you guys want to check it out. See if I can try and land it kind of close to me. It's really hard to, when it gets, the airspeed gets a little too slow, it wants to stall. So just keep in mind you want to keep your airspeed up. But I'm gonna, let's see if I can try and land it here. Oh, and the prop popped off again. Alright, I didn't show you guys the U-turn function. I'm going to go ahead and throw it that way, and it should turn around after I hit the button here. So let's go and take off again. I'm going to go back. I'm going off in that direction there, and it didn't work. So not sure why. That should have worked, but if you want to see a working, check out the P51 video. I did test it on that video, but honestly, I don't trust it. I wouldn't use it. And lost the prop again. So you'll probably want to fly this on like a grassy area like this, just because I mean, the plane's not going to get damaged. It's pretty durable foam here. Yeah, you're going to want to try and minimize damage to your prop here. Anyway guys, I'll do it for this video. Talk to you guys later.